Hey Hollywood Hills fans, and welcome to another show. So this is the first of our holding pattern shows for 2023. Holding pattern because we were out this weekend filming for the first round of the South African Cross Country National Championships at Legends/Rhino Park in Old Money. A lot of guys out there because we know it's a very popular venue. A lot of guys use this for training, so everyone was going to be ready to see what they could do. And it's very rare that we get a national that is kind of in our backyard. A lot of the races are Gauteng-based races that race on the national championships, but it's cool to see a lot of the KZN guys come on up and see what they can do as well. But enough about that. It's a holding pattern because the boys are super busy getting all of the edit ready. We're going to be working on the edit for the rest of the week, and then next week we'll throw out a big production. This production is because VW Mastercars, old Big Chris was able to find a little bit of extra money in his back pocket, and Big Harry from the Franchise Co. So thanks to those guys, we are working hard to make sure that we put together a nice production before we go into the rest of the series. And the rest of the racing month is quite a busy one as well. So in 2 weeks' time, we've got the second round of the Farm Jam Championship race series out in Botshabelo. As we've said before, the third time that we have been out to this venue, and it just gets better and better and better. Leon and the boys have already been out there for something like 3 weeks, so they've put in a lot of work on this track, and it's going to be spectacular. It is really one of the prettiest races that we go to. They use a lot of the copies. They found some new little kind of gaps through the rocks, and they've cut the rocks back, and they made little like dirt ramps so that we can get on and off the rocks nicely. It's a real smooth, real fun track. You're going to be really treated to some spectacular riding out there. You really are. So that's 2 weeks after this weekend where we just saw the national championship. So what's coming up this weekend? Well, this weekend, it's a new series. So it's always fun on Hollywood Hills when we start talking about new championships, new series, because it can't all be about the GXCCs and the Farm Jams. We need some feeder category races. And this is where Forge Racing comes into play. Forge Racing is really run by Shane Ninoba and a couple of his Chinas. They're starting to put together a race series on their doorstep, basically, because they are based outside of Springs. And this first race is at Aston Lake, just outside of Springs. Entries are open. This is the first race that unfortunately got cancelled just a few weeks back because of those late rains that you guys have had in Joburg. Now the area is lekker, it's mooi, it's raceable, and we can go and rip the bars off. It's interesting when the guys have to just find another slot in the calendar. That makes things a little bit challenging. But let's try and support these guys as well, because we do need these feeder class races, and it's somewhere else for everyone to go and turn some laps on their bikes, on their quads, whatever the case may be. We need these races. So let's try and support these guys. Just crowbar it into the calendar and see what we can do. Remember, GXCCs caters for the guys that are pinned wide open. Farm Jam caters for the guys that are all-round riders. They want to go out there and do some hair scrambles on the Farm Jams. So that is two different markets. And then somewhere down the middle are the guys that aren't quite there at GXCC level and aren't quite there at Farm Jam level. They need somewhere to go and race and understand what racing is before they take the next step up. This is hopefully where Forge Racing comes into play. So let's support these guys as best we can. As I get more information about these races and the series, I will be talking more about it. But for now, holding pattern, get ready. Next week, it is a full show from Legends and Rhino Park, the opening round of the South African Cross Country Championship Tour. Hold your breath. I'm not going to give away any spoilers. You got to wait.